What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am the Bald Ginger. We're jumping back into some road to the show today. They've got me batting fifth today. My batting average has slumped to a 271 here. Got a 3-game set against the Mets. And let's see how we do here. Alright, top of the first. Mets are already up 2-0. Runners on first and second and only one out so far. Connor Joe at the plate. He's hitting 252 on the season. Got a 2-2 count here. Easy ground ball here. We'll flip to the shortstop covering. Relay to first in time. Double play to end the inning. Let's see if we can get some of these runs back. Alright. No dice there. Top of the second. Runners on first and second again. 2 outs here for Brandon Nimmo, who's 1 for 1 on the day. And he sends one off to the right side. Going to be an easy play at first. And that retires the side here in the bottom of the second. Alright. Finally up to bat here in the bottom half. And yeah, 1 out, nobody on. We got Bowden Francis on the mound. He's got a 93-mile-an-hour four-seamer. Nothing else fast. Here we go. First pitch. Just off the outside corner, but it's called a strike. That's weak. Alright, 0-1 pitch now. And it got me reaching for the slider off the plate away. And it's an 0-2 count here in a hurry. And we'll watch that four-seamer there well off the plate again. So it's a 1-2 count here. Got a hold of the fastball there on the outer third, heading out to deep right field, but the right fielder's got all kinds of time to get to that one. And that is the second out in the second inning. Bottom of the fifth, it is now a 3-0 ball game. The Mets are on top. 1 out, nobody on, as I'm standing up to the plate for the second time here after flying out in the second. Got a hold of a four-seamer on the outside corner there, out into shallow left field. Left fielder runs in to make the running play. So, that's the second out in the bottom of the fifth. Coming back to it, top of the sixth, Pete Alonso at the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a single and an RBI so far today. Got quite the shift going on towards the left side of the infield. And yeah, that's going to be an easy play there. Off the mound, throw to first in plenty of time. That's the first out in the top of the sixth. Top of the seventh, it's a 5-0 ball game. Brandon Nimmo at the plate again. He's got a full count here with 2 outs and nobody on. Got reliever Archie Bradley on the mound for the Cardinals now. The payoff pitch here. Another ground ball up the middle. We'll get a glove on that. Relay to first. And that retires the side. We're heading to the stretch, boys and girls. Don't forget to get your Cracker Jack. Bottom half of the inning, 2 outs, nobody on. It's a 5-1 ball game now. And yeah, here we go. Bowden Francis still on the mound for the Mets. First pitch, this at-bat. Right down the middle. Oh, off the second baseman's glove, and I beat it out. Oh, wow, that was a close play there at first. So it's ruled a base hit, so that's a perk. Nothing wrong with getting on. Look at this one here. Jumps to make the play off his glove. Could not hold on to it. Yeah, there we go. Top of the eighth. It's a 5-2 ball game. Apparently they knocked me in. And runner on second, 1 away here for Brett Beatty. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Probably one of the only Mets to not get a hit so far. 0-2 pitch to him. Sent back up the middle. And he's still not going to have a hit in this one as we get him by quite a bit there over at first. And that's the second out in the top of the eighth, but the runner did advance to third. Not a shocker. The Mets win game number 1. We're moving on to game number 2. While this one's loading in, I'm going to do it like I do every other time now. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We post new MLB Road to the Show videos every day. And doing all those things actually helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithms. So here we are, bottom of the first. Cardinals have a 1-0 lead already. Runners on first and second, only 1 out. I'm batting fifth again. We're going to try to drive in the run. It would require a base hit. And yeah, Lee Nam on the mound for the Mets. I can't see the speed of his two-seamer. It looks like a 92. Nothing else over 89 mile an hour. Change up there just above the knees. Swung on and fouled off. That is strike 1. As you saw the graphic there, I've hit into 10 double plays so far this season. Trying to avoid doing it again. Early swing on a slider, low and away, but in the zone. And now it's another 0-2 count for me here. Third pitch. Over the second baseman's head. That's going to drive in the run, maybe. Oh, they sent him. Yep, throw is up the first baseline, so the run is scored. I get the equipment pack. And finally, I win a dynamic challenge. That hasn't happened in a little while for me there. All right, bottom of the third. Let's see what we can do this time around. We have a runner on first and only one out. Still got Lee Nam on the mound for the Mets. First pitch in this at-bat. Chopper to short. That's a double play. Yep, relay to first gets me by a step. And that ends the third inning. All right, top of the fourth, 2-1 ball game now. Runner on first, only one away. Brett Beatty is at the plate for the Mets. He's 0 for 1 on the day, got a 1-2 count in this at-bat against Miles Michaelis. Easy ground ball to me. We're going to go double play. 4, 6, and 3. There it is. Double play ends the top of the fourth. And we're moving on, boys and girls. Top of the fifth. It's a 3-1 ball game now. Connor Joe at the plate for the Mets. With nobody out, nobody on. He's got an 0-1 count here against Michaelis. And he is 0 for 1 on the day. And this chopper to me is going to make it an 0 for 2 day for him without a problem. One away now, top of the fifth. Coming back to it, still 3-1. There's 2 away now in the top of the fifth. We have Mark Canha. Yeah, I can see today. Oh my gosh. 0 for 1 on the day. And after popping this one up, yeah, we'll let Ty France take that. That ends the top of the fifth. And we're moving on to the bottom half. And 2 outs and 1 on for me as I'm stepping up to the plate for the third time in this one. Still a 3-1 ball game. Lee Nam is still on the mound for the Mets here. He's thrown 78 pitches so far. First pitch there, a slider way inside. Easy take for ball 1. I have 1 career homer against the Mets. I wonder if that means I could hit one here. I don't know. 1-0 pitch from Nam. Ripped it right into center field. Is that going to be a gapper? Yeah, we're going to. We are definitely going to. Rolled all the way to the wall there. Oh, they sent him around third. Oh, man. Good thing the throw was up at the first baseline. Otherwise, he was out by a mile. So that counts as an RBI double after scoring the runner all the way from first. I will take that. 6-1 ball game now as I'm stepping in the bottom of the sixth. Bases are loaded and 2 away. We have Mark Leiter Jr. on the mound now for the Mets. I cannot see the speed of his 2-seamer there. He's got a 4-seamer that'll hit, looks like 93. Cutter at 90. All right. Let's see what we get here. Pitch number 1. Right down the middle into left field. Left fielder runs in to make the play there. I was hoping that was going to be a 2 RBI single, but nope, it did not find the grass. So that finally ended things in the 6th. Top of the 9th. We're coming back to it. Brandon Nimmo at the plate for the Mets, who are now down 6-1. There's nobody out, nobody on for him. Miles Michaelis still on the mound here. 1-2 pitch. Easy ground ball here. We'll get him at first. Piece of cake play, even with the underhanded toss there. And that's the first out, top of the 9th. All right, we win game number 2. We're heading on to game number 3. See who can take the rubber match in this series. Alright, come on, PlayStation. Here we go. Alright, top of the 2nd. No score, but just 2 away and bases loaded for Francisco Lindor. He hit a single in the first inning, so he's 1 for 1 on the day. Got a 0-1 count against Steven Matz in this one so far. Tries to bunt it down the first base line. And, yep, Ty France runs over to tag him out coming down the first base line. And that gets us out of trouble and keeps it tied at 0. Bottom half of the inning, they got me leading off, batting 5th in the lineup again today. And we have a dynamic challenge here, huh? Oh, man. Contact swing for a hit, I guess, is what it's going to be here. I hate doing these, but I should say I'm just not a big fan of doing them. Contact swing there on the cutter. Was just above the knees, out in front of it just a little too much there, and pulled it foul down the third base line. So we have an 0-1 count here against Tyler McGill. Contact swing on that 4-seamer up and away, but in the zone. That's not going to drop in front of the right fielder there over towards the line. So there is the first out in the bottom of the second. Top of the third, we're now tied at 1. There's a runner on second, 2 away for Francisco Alvarez. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Got an 0-2 count here against Mats in the third inning. And he sends one up the middle. We're going to make the easy play over at first. That retires the side. No more damage done. We're heading on to the bottom half, still tied at 1. Speaking of the bottom half, 2 outs, runners on first and second. I'm standing in with a 274 batting average. Still looking for that 10th home run of the season, though. 0 for 1 on the day here. And we still have Tyler McGill on the mound for the Mets. First pitch in this at-bat. Ripped it into shallow center field. We're going to have bases loaded, or shallow right field. Bases are loaded here with 2 away in the bottom of the third. You gotta love that, right? Ended up scoring 1 run somewhere between my last at-bat and this one, and we are now leading 2-1. There's 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th. McGill is still on the mound for the Mets, even though it seems like he's been getting roughed up in the hit column a little bit. Ooh, tried to check swing on the 12-6 in the dirt. Did not work. So that's strike 1. 0-1 pitch now from McGill. Outside. Easy take there. 1-1 the count. And, yeah, I still can't rightly see what his four-seamer hits. Is that 98, I think? Circle change there over the inside corner, but below the knees. Taken for a ball. Finally ahead in the count here. 2-1. Let's see what we get here. Oh, I swung at a slider way outside. I did not deserve even getting that ground out. But, yep, still a 3 unassisted for the last out of the inning there. Bottom of the 7th, it's a 5-2 ball game. And I'm standing in yet again, 4th time in this one. Jose Quintana on the mound for the Mets here. He's got a 93-mile-an-hour four-seamer, 94 on the sinker. Also has a circle change that'll hit 89. 1 out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch of the at-bat. Oh, why did I try to swing at that? Jeez. Four-seamer way inside. Yeah, horrific swing. 0-1 the count after that. Second pitch was a circle change over the outside corner and below the knees. Swing and a miss there. Very late swing. And yeah, that's an 0-2 hole in a hurry. Got a piece of the four-seamer there that was above the knees. Fouled it off, though. And we now have an 0-2 count. Come on, big guy. Give me something good to hit. Popped up the four-seamer on the inside corner. If I wouldn't have moved out of the way for the catcher, I would have got smacked right in the top of my batting helmet. Doesn't matter, though. We do take the win. Final score 7-5. Yeah, things really livened up on the offensive side of things after that last at-bat. So we take 2 of 3 here at home against the Mets. And that's the end of the series. So it's also going to be the end of this episode. If you're still here hanging out with me, thanks for being here. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do all the fun social media things. And we will catch you in the next one.